Good morning, friend. Grab your coffee or whatever you're drinking this morning. I'm having some hot chocolate this morning and let's chat. Today, I'm going to talk about something I think many of us wrestle with, and that's the cycle of constantly starting over. It's that cycle of being really excited to start a new routine or a new habit only to have it last a month, maybe even only a couple of weeks. And then a year down the road thinking, I'm going to do that again. And again, it only lasts a couple of weeks and we feel defeated and just like we can't do it. So let's dive into that a little bit today. My name is Angie. I'm a personal strategy coach. I help driven working moms create rock solid systems at home so dinner isn't a last minute scramble, kids' logistics aren't chaos, and self-care isn't an afterthought. Instead of guilt and exhaustion, you can finally feel present, energized, and in control of the life you are building while also having time for yourself. If you are joining live or if you're catching the replay today, please just let me know you're here. Say hi in the comments. I would appreciate it. All right, so why do we keep starting over? Honestly, I really feel it's because we have so much pressure to get it right immediately. We want instant results, and we stack something new onto an already full plate. And then we're like, why the heck doesn't it last? Now, the truth is, trying again is always good. So there's nothing wrong with trying again. But trying again without changing anything that maybe didn't work in the past, that's what's keeping us stuck. So here are 4 things to think about when you decide that you want to go ahead and try something that maybe didn't work as well as you thought it would in the past. First question, do you really want this, or is it feeling like pressure? Is it a should do it, or is it something that you desire, like you feel strongly in your gut or in your heart that you really want to do this? Do you really want to join the Bible study every week? Do you really want to start this new workout routine? Do you really want to start whatever it is, a new challenge or whatnot? Or is it something that you're feeling pressure from others? Maybe all your friends are going to this one Bible study and you're like, oh my gosh, to have one more thing on my plate is just overwhelming and it just doesn't feel right in this moment. I want you to give yourself permission to say no then. If it's not feeling like it's for you, at least in that season, it could be for you in a different season of your life, but in that season, if it's not for you, say no. It will keep you from spinning in your head thinking, I can never stick with something. Don't set yourself up for failure before you even start. Number 2, check your schedule. Something is going to have to give. Most likely, whatever it is that you have a desire to do is going to take some time, right? I mean, sometimes it might only take 15 minutes that you're adding into your week and you're like, I really probably could just not scroll on my phone as much and we're good to go. Or it might be something that's a bigger commitment. Maybe it's a couple hours a week and you're not paying attention to what your schedule looks like now. You're already feeling overwhelmed and stressed, but this thing is really important to you. So you're just going to say yes without figuring out what needs to be adjusted in your schedule already, or maybe even what needs to leave. If it's important to you, what is less important to you that you can just put a pause on, maybe even just for a season, but not stay as committed. A lot of times the things that we're adding that are really important to us are the first things that we stop because they're harder to keep in our routine because we've not had them in our life for very long. So again, don't set yourself up for failure. Create space in order to add this thing to your routine. The third thing is to start small and then build. Now, some things you can't really start small and build. So if you decided that you want to join a Bible study and that's 2 hours every single week, you can't really say, you know what, I'm going to show up for 15 minutes the first week and then the next week I'll show up for 20 and we'll gradually increase the time. You can't really do that. So some things you just have to say, yep, I'm committed, or no, I'm not, and you just need to dive in. And that's where that second step of make sure to clear the space in your schedule for it is so important. But if you are able to do it, if you're adding a new routine or a new habit, something that you want to stay long-term, something maybe like meal planning, or maybe it's a morning routine, or maybe it's a health routine, those things, take a small piece and add slowly. You want to be consistent with a small portion versus diving in all at once. It's kind of like building a house. You're going to start with a solid foundation before you build the rest of the house, right? If you build everything at once, the house is going to look like a hot mess. It's probably not going to last as long. And it's just not going to be as great as if you start with a foundation and build up and out. Same with our life and a new routine. Start with a small piece, get that solid, and build. It's going to be a little bit longer of an effort. It's going to take a little bit more time to get to the end result, but those results are going to last infinitely longer. So that is so important, to start small and build. And then fourth, and I'm so passionate about this one, is to always adjust. Adjust while you're building. Adjust once you have a set routine. Adjust when life happens. The purpose of a system is to kind of almost give you boundaries. Think of it a little bit like bowling. If you take a young child bowling, you're most likely going to ask the lanes to put up bumpers so they don't right away throw it into the gutter and have no hopes of getting back onto the lane to knock down a pin, right? It's kind of what a system does for us. It gives us bumpers. It gives us guidelines so we don't derail into the gutter where there's no hope of coming back, right? We don't want that to happen. But it also allows us flexibility, and that is super important. So those gutters or those bumpers allow us to have a ball that goes fast or slow. It can be any speed. It allows us to veer way to the left or way to the right, or directly down the middle. And it allows us to get different results, but yet still results. Sometimes your results are phenomenal and you get all 10 pins down. Sometimes you get 1 pin down. And on rare occasion, you might even not hit a pin. But you're still moving in that direction. You still have lanes, but you still have flexibility. It's when we expect perfection and something rigid from our systems that the stress happens. So know that if it seems really heavy to have a system in place, that you're going about it all wrong. You need something that is flexible. You need something that adjusts with your life instead of creating something that's rigid, because that's where the stress comes in. So the next time you feel a pull to start over or a pull to start again, ask yourself these things. 1, do you really want it? Like in your gut and in your heart. It's not something somebody else wants for you. It's something that you truly want. If not, say no. Do you have space for it? Is it more important than something else that's in your schedule? If so, clear space for it. Can you start small and build? And then how can you adjust as life changes? And not only as life changes, but as you're building this system. If you put something into place and you're like, you know what, this is working really great, but I can't see myself doing this like this for a year down the road, then something needs to change. Adjust. All right, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me for Coffee Chat today. I'm glad that you were here. If I can support you in any way, please feel free to reach out. I would absolutely love to chat. I will see you next time on Coffee Chat.